Hey guys, welcome back to Carson Means. Today I'm going to be reacting to Washington's game against the Seahawks. It's actually been a really long time before I've recorded one of these. I think the last time I recorded a Washington reaction was the Bengals game that we won, I think 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I think they actually put that out on a Monday. I think I recorded it on a Sunday and posted it on a Monday, but this is going to be first time in a while that I'm recording and posting it on a Sunday. Hopefully, if you're seeing this on a Monday, I'm about to go play video games with my brother, so there's a chance that I forget about this and end up posting it tomorrow, but either way, I am recording on a Sunday. And here's the deal. It was a heartbreaking loss. We lost to the Seahawks 20-15, and I've got some things to talk about. First of all, first half has been terrible all season long. People always, every single game, everybody on Twitter and everybody everywhere is always acting like, oh, look how bad they're playing. Oh, this team is so terrible. And then we go into the second half and you're like, what? Look at them go. Every single game this season, except for the games against Dallas for some reason, we have played horribly in the first half and then played really, really well in the second half. I think we have like a plus 100 at this point, point differential in the second half. We are one of the best second half teams in the league in point differential. And we went out there this week. We were down 20-3 at the start of the fourth quarter. We battled back. We scored 2 touchdowns. It was 20-15, and they had to stop us inside field goal position. This is another thing. Dustin Hopkins is horrible. He missed an extra point. He missed a field goal. If he had made that field goal and he made that extra point, then we would have been in a position when we scored the second touchdown that I think we would have just needed to kick the extra point. It would have tied up the game, and then we got in the field goal range. We could have kicked that field goal, and it could have been 23-20, and we could have given the ball back instead of it being 20-15 and us them getting a stop on fourth down. So really, this is kind of all on Dustin Hopkins, but then again, it was also on the rest of the team too. Our offense played our whole team played terribly in the first half, and I'll talk about that. First of all, before I go really in depth with this thing, and again, I don't have any notes right now because this is literally just a reaction. This is not anything to do with statistics or anything. This is a very, very unbiased. I am a Washington fan. I, as a Washington fan, will be talking about how I felt watching this game and what I think about it. This is very, very biased, but this is how I react to it. We went in there without Alex Smith, our quarterback, without Antonio Gibson, our running back, without Cole Holcomb, one of our really good linebackers, and without Kevin Pierre-Louis, another one of our really good linebackers. Those are 4 really, really key pieces to our team. We have Alex Smith, who's been playing really, really lights out. We've been 4-1 with him ever since he started playing. Ever since in all the games that he started for us, we are 10-5 in them. He is a really, really good quarterback. Antonio Gibson has been playing really, really, really well over the definitely way better than anything we've had in a while. And our defense, obviously, Cole Holcomb and Kevin Pierre-Louis have been really, really well, really, really good, along with the rest of this team. And if you notice I'm kind of stuttering, it's because it is getting late, and I just sit there screaming, especially whenever, I'm going to talk about in a second, when Montez Sweat knocked that ball up in the air, and then I think it was Daron Payne got the interception. I was screaming at the top of my lungs because that was a game-changing thing there. But we actually played really well. We kept it close. I mean, really, we had a drive going at the end of the game, and that really, if we made that 2-point conversion, or Dustin Hopkins had made a couple of those kicks he missed, we could have, been in a position to kick a field goal and tie or win it. However, didn't work out that way, and we ended up losing. Now, here are the good things. This week, the Cardinals are right now, as I'm talking, beating the Eagles. The Giants are starting Colt McCoy and are going up against the Browns. That should be a blowout. I'm looking forward to watching that. If that happens, we will still be a game ahead. Next week, we play the Panthers, who just lost a pretty bad game to the Packers. They are down and out for the count. There's now officially no mathematical way they can make it into the playoffs. They have nothing to play for next week except for draft position. So, I mean, that definitely helps a lot. Not only are we going against the Panthers that really, even if they had to win that game to stay in the playoffs, we probably could still beat, because we are getting Antonio Gibson, and we are getting Alex Smith, and we are getting, hopefully, Holcomb and Lewis back. Definitely at least one of them back. We're going to be, I'm looking forward to that game. We'll probably win that game. The Giants are going up against the Ravens, and the Eagles are going against well, it doesn't even matter. If next week, if the Cardinals and Browns win this week, and next week we win and the Ravens beat the Giants, we will clinch the NFC East before week 17. So I am not worried. I am happy right now because while we did lose, I expected to be blown out. We had half of our team injured, and we managed to go in there and we managed to play really, really well against one of the best teams in the league. And I mean, right now, I feel like we could keep it close with any team. I feel like if we went up against the Saints, we would keep it close. The Chiefs, maybe not, but with most teams, we would be able to, keep it close, make it a game. And definitely, I think, these next two games against the Panthers and against the Eagles, would not be surprised to see us 8-8 going into the playoffs. And look, if the playoffs had ended last week, if the playoffs started today, this would have been a playoff game. This would have been the game. We were the 4th seed. We still are the 4th seed, and they are the 5th seed. And that would have been the game to be played. So, if we are healthy, I think that if Alex Smith had been healthy, I think that if Antonio Gibson had been healthy, I think that just with those two guys alone, I think we would have won this game, and I think we could have won it, 30-20 or something. I think we could have embarrassed them. And I think right now we have a really good shot. Probably, it's definitely more likely that we make the playoffs, depending on what happens in the Cardinals and Browns game, which right now is looking like it's going to go in our favor. Depending on what happens in those games, I think we have a very, 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 very good chance at making the playoffs. And in my opinion, I think that it's going to be a really good game in the playoffs against us and the Bucs or the Seahawks. I really want it to be the Seahawks. I want it to be a rematch. I think that there is a chance that we end up in the divisional round. I think that even if we make it to the conference, I think if we make it to the divisional round and we'll keep it close, I do not think there is a single sliver of a chance we win in the divisional round. I will still be rooting, and you better believe me, the week before I'll be coming up with all these crazy scenarios and how we could win. Every week that happens. Every week I come up with so many different reasons why we should win each game, even though we always lose. But yeah, we're 6-8. We are still, as of right now, cross my fingers, we are still the number 1 team in the NFC East. And in my opinion, I think even if the Giants manage to win tonight, we still probably will make. It would take a miracle for us not to make the NFC East. Now, this is very, very unbiased of me to say. But thank you. Not unbiased. Very, very biased for me to say. This is very, very, very biased. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is kind of just me ranting about Washington. I didn't talk about the Seahawks at all because this doesn't have anything to do with the Seahawks. Tomorrow I'll be doing a recap of everything that happened yesterday and today. That I'll be covering Saturday and Sunday, and then in that game, it'll be unbiased, and I will talk about both Washington and the Seahawks. And also, can we talk about how good our defense played towards the end of that game? It was amazing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next one, which, like I said, is going to be a recap. I post every single day of the week here about the NFL. I post recaps, predictions, power rankings, all kinds of stuff. So please subscribe here. I will be changing my name soon. Update video on that should come out the moment I get a banner ready. I have a name ready, a logo created. I just have to figure out what banner to use, and then I will announce what name I'm changing it to. And then a week later, I will officially change my name, and Carsonian Beans will be no more because there's no way I'm getting big with Carsonian Beans as my name. I hope you understand. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, like I already said, and goodbye.